Hey everybody, it's Pixel, and today, for the 4th of July, we're going to be making the Jurassic dog. And there's going to be a few different sections for that, but we're going to start out with the pickled vegetables. Yes, you heard me right, pickled vegetables. And for that, we're going to need 4 sprigs of cilantro, 4 cloves of garlic, 2 tablespoons of peppercorns, 1 red onion thinly sliced, 1 jalapeno thinly sliced, 2 carrots sliced in about 1/2 inch thick pieces, 4 radishes quartered or cut into thin pieces, and 1/4 of a head of cauliflower broken into small florets, 1 cup of water, 3/4 cup of white vinegar, 2 tablespoons of salt, and if you have it or can find it, orange syrup. So let's get going. Our first step will be to take all of our sliced vegetables, combine them into a large bowl, and thoroughly mix them up so that we'll have an even distribution of all of them in our bowl. Next, in a sealable glass jar, you're going to want to be putting about 2 tablespoons per jar, and I have 2 of them, of our peppercorn, about 1/2 of our cilantro, and also about 1/2 of the garlic. We'll be putting the rest into the other jar of what remains. And in a saucepan, last step will be to get our vinegar, water, and salt thoroughly mixed together for about 2 minutes on boiling. While the vinegar mixture is boiling away over there for a couple minutes, we took the liberty of filling up both of our jars and dividing equally between both the vegetables that we have sliced up. Now what's left is to wait until our vinegar solution is done. Okay, now that our mixture is all boiled down and reduced, we are going to take a funnel and start pouring it into our jar. I personally would really like a wide mouth funnel someday, but gotta work with what you have sometimes. Try to evenly distribute it between both. We're going to be letting these sit for at least a few days. They are quick pickling vegetables. You can let them sit for up to a week before you eat them, and after you're done making them, you can keep them, I think, for about 2 weeks refrigerated. But we're going to let them cool down to room temperature again, and then be sealing them up and putting them in the fridge. Well, our pickled vegetables have been pickling for a good 2 days, and it's time to make the second part of our Jurassic dog, which would be our spicy ketchup. And for that, we're going to need a 7-ounce can of Chipotle peppers to use the Adobo sauce, a 6-ounce can of tomato paste, a 15-ounce can of tomato sauce, 1/4 cup of dark brown sugar, 1/4 cup of honey, and 1 tablespoon of Worcester sauce. It's actually going to be pretty easy to make. So, as usual, let's get going. First thing you're going to want to do for our ketchup is to separate the peppers from the sauce in their can. You can save the peppers, you can toss them out, you can probably freeze them and put them in your next chili. Yeah, you can do a lot of things with them. But today we're going to focus on using the sauce left behind by them. Alright, our next step is to start cooking our ketchup at a low, and I've already put in our tomato sauce, our honey, and our tomato paste. To that, we're going to add our brown sugar, our sauce from the can of peppers, and our Worcester sauce. And this is going to cook for a good 10 minutes or so until everything is incorporated together. And after you've let it, slow boil and simmer and make obscene tomato noises in your kitchen for about 10 minutes. Going to be removing that from our heat, letting it cool down, and putting it into our bottle once it's room temperature. And when it's done reaching room temperature, I've put mine into an old squeeze bottle of ours. That can be covered up and put into our fridge. Alright, the next step to our hot dogs is literally to cook your buns and hot dogs how you want. And I toasted mine in the oven so they're nice and crispy, and pan fried my hot dogs to perfection. To that, I'm going to be adding a line of our spicy ketchup each, and a good little bundle of our pickled vegetable on each hot dog. All right, our little 4th of July gnome has been eyeballing our hot dogs funny, so I better try them out. But put on our spicy ketchup and a nice layer of our pickled vegetables. Now we just gotta try it out. So, cheers. Well, I gotta say, this is a nice little mashup on the normal hot dog. I'm honestly probably gonna say I prefer my normal hot dogs, but the pickled vegetable give it a nice little tart but sweet mixture on the top, and the spicy ketchup gives it a kick that's just undeniably a good addition to this whole recipe. And our beef franks give it that nice hot dog flavor we all know and love. So if you like what you saw, want to make what you saw, think that I totally made something disgusting, leave me a like, leave me a comment, tell me what you think. You have a happy 4th of July, and I will see you in the next video.